Hello, beautiful soul. I've come on to say hello, so to show you my face, to let you know that I'm still here, although I've not put out any transmissions face to face for a very long time. You may or may not have seen a post that I put out in January in which I talked about the fact that I'd gone back into full-time work in West London. So I moved from the southwest, back into the southeast, back into the noise, back into the busyness, and really fast pace of life. So I'm working as a homeopath, as a healer in a homeopathic pharmacy where I used to work full time, and I'm now there 5 days a week. So I never expected this. I never expected to go back there. As far as I was concerned, that chapter of my journey was over, and yet my soul had another plan for me. It's so interesting how we can feel or know or think that this is where I am and this is where I'm going, and yet sometimes life takes a completely different course. So as with everything, it's not permanent. I know it's not permanent. There are things for me to finish up, some energy that I need to revisit, and much more. But because I'm there, I am being challenged in so many ways, and I'm not going to go into that. And I'm having to work in a very different way so that I can remain true to myself and find a way of holding my peace and of doing my inner work when there's very little time and space each day, with all the journey, the traveling, plus long hours with other people. And so it's 4 months, and it has been quite a change, quite a contrast from the last 2 years. Although some of it is not new to me, it's a very different energy that we find ourselves in now. And my experience this time round is quite different, and I'm not who I was back then. And I'm sure you can relate to that. You know, we're on this constant journey of change, and there's so much going on, so much change, so much newness for all of us energetically, with everything that is happening. You know, I mean, for years I talked about the light coming into the planet, and how we are transforming from inside out, how our bodies are changing. But it's like now everything is ramped up even further. And for me, I feel like it's almost a double whammy. However, like you know, we're never in a space that we cannot cope with. Our soul always puts us into these situations that we can overcome, that we can grow through. And so I trust that with myself. You know, I do have my days when I just want to jump out of that. I want to jump out of that and be in a place that's beautiful and still and quiet. And sometimes I feel like I'm on the edge, that I could snap. But as a dear friend of mine says, and you know this anyway, that carbon becomes diamond through pressure. And so I'm in that process right now, and I'm sure that you are as well. And all of you out there, you're on your own paths, and you've got different changes, different challenges, there's newness that's unique for each of you. And I've always talked about this, how the journey is unique, yet the light connects us. So it's always really important for us to be with and reach out to those who are part of our soul family, those who can in those points of darkness, in those points and those times of uncertainty, where we can speak, where we can share, that we can move into something else. And that happened with me last week, where I spoke to a dear friend who through her presence just at the end of the phone gave me the space to speak, and for me to then just elevate my energy and elevate my understanding of where I found myself in that moment. Anyway, there's a lot that I could talk about, and I just wanted to say hello to you all and to send you all love and let you know that I am here. I am, even though I am to some extent committed on this, where I'm finding myself, where I'm working right now, I've not forgotten my other light work. I've just more restricted in when I can do that, and there will come a time when I will be able to be out in the world more and share my offerings more in the physical. But for now, I'm still doing that, but it's like this at this point. So please drop me a message. Please let me know how you are. I do plan on setting something up in the next few months when I have more energy, so that we've got an online community where we can come together. And I've done this in the past, but I would like to go back to that. So if you feel that's something you would be interested in, please get in touch with me. Or if not, just simply let me know where you are in your journey and what you're facing right now. And if there's any way that I can help you, or we can just simply share, that's always helpful. So I'm going to give you a little bit of light language to support you where you are. My light language is it's changing as I'm changing, and very new energies coming in. Some I recognize, some I don't. Some of it feels very strange at times, but let's see what comes today for you from my heart. So be open to receiving. Drop into your heart, expand your light, and receive. Alla kun ait ertan at kupikiando shobak ertanyo ma ojebela. Ar ano in espikai iondor basal in kurvan ilom at fur ansel artik aren ush shim shirat art ohalin. Menekialar uk orval in itchim ai ut ushan. Alla ela solo korva salar enik irmai in shukovella maka. An utfir an at ishkan am in it ushin elma ai. Kurva salar in usum urtusil irtai. Al ishnal uskur bas im itkutva le in arachuka. Shumali inkiru utsun urvatim a. Kumin yarutu star in ik araluru tuk arat. Im arshin al akorten it ut ar an ut iramat kud urvatsan ikir utur un utshim etshkurtal in al it at min ar ut al un utshat urtalin it armaak ut ushib an itshur ovar netsal im un iku Orvalan itsai okran utsam iri ira in areti shalama iminka o eshu har asilimitar kuvalan orsilam arinoro tuk vinachim iskai utfikat shum ak eselena el anatai al in oman arotshan is kumon ichvai as in irat ut karva at irmun atsun Kim onachimha ut kerbat insulum burnilam achat it ishvala it kurmasan it kutayach. Oka it ushkin Q it is achan uvinoha in etikarnetuma ash amukut in ayu kuchumana ella. Lots of love. I see you when I see you. Keep shining your light. Be true to yourself. And love, love, love.